going through what's really fascinating is if you look at, I also work a lot within the vaginal microbiome because that's very fascinating space. We have our gut microbiome, we have our vaginal microbiome, and that shifts and changes as we go through perimenopause, menopause, and it becomes less diverse. So there are supplements that you can take that can actually help diversify not only your gut microbiome, but that actually make it to the vaginal microbiome. So that's something that I always think about in the relationship to, just going through that next stage chapter of life. And Hum actually makes one called Private Party that is a probiotic for vaginal health. And I think that's so wonderful because we think about our gut, but sometimes we forget about our vagina. And that's an important part of our health system. So that's one that I would say is really important. And then we're thinking about shifts in our hormones. So again, the fish oil can be really helpful. Sometimes I'll do something called seed cycling, which helps to regulate hormones a little bit better. And that's, we can use fish oil. We can also use something called evening primrose oil to kind of balance out hormonal shifts. And then the last thing that I would say within the digestive space is as we get older, we typically, our digestive capacity decreases. So the amount of enzymes that our body is making can tend to slow down and decrease. So getting in a high quality digestive enzyme, broad spectrum enzyme would be another important one to bring into the game. Because if you think about it, you are, like the saying, you are what you eat is great, but I like to take it a step further and say you are what you absorb. So you can be eating all these things, but if you're not able to break it down and absorb it, you're not going to get it anyway. So taking that enzyme is going to help your body break those foods down a little bit more effectively so you can absorb the nutrients.